Game double tap, everybody. Welcome back to Beyond the Chiron Gate. I thought I'd get a quick little recording in between one of my laundry loads because I just have a hankering for completing the in-game section of Beyond the Chiron Gate. So thank you for joining me. This isn't going to be easy grind, so we'll have a little bit of fun. And of course, thank you to My Noise for your wonderful music. So we don't have a lot of time, so let's get into it. And no, that doesn't mean that I don't have time to play it. It's just that I'm on a little different schedule today. So make it a little shorter video. All right, let's get going. So I think last time we were on this icy planet, I think we had some injuries. Let me quickly check and find out what our injury situations are. Let's find out who's injured and who's not injured.
Characters, edit, vertical navigation, form controls, links, headings, audio ducking, off, volume, 70%, 75%, speaking rate, 100%, 95, 65%, text selection, lines, words, characters, edit, vertical navigate, form control, links.
All right.
5, pilot, 3.
Okay, pilot, level 3.
Yamato Linden.
Yamato Linden.
Medic, image, 3. Medic, Yamato Linden.
Okay, Yamato's not injured.
Medic, image, 3.
My medic is level 3.
Health porn.
Health porn is...
Engineer, image.
Not injured.
5. Engineer, 5.
My engineer, level 5.
Olga Antonova.
Olga, one of my best. Okay, so doesn't sound like anybody's injured. What did I think? What it was is I may have run out of time.
Xenologist, image.
Okay, xenologist.
Olga Antonova. Xenologist, image, 3.
Level 3 xenologist.
Xenologist, image, 3. Hiljin Su.
Hilton Sue.
Inspired, image.
Inspired,
image.
Good. So we have 2 xenologists.
4.
Level 4. We have a level 3 and a level 4 xenologist.
Gerhard Halls.
Gerhard, good old Gerhard's been with us for a while. So is Olga. Olga is our highest level character. And of course, we are tackling the home worlds. We're looking to level people. We're looking to get people to level 5 because we need to get ready for the final stage. That's where the higher the level, the better. At this point, getting everyone as high as possible is important. Also, having an inspiration is really good. So it's almost kind of worth it to take a few risks, maybe a few minor injuries, and then try to go into the final world. We also need to get our xenology up to 300 to open up the final gate. That is very much what you need to spend your xenology points on. And do not spend it on anything else until you've opened up all of the final portals. And in this case, we need to open up one more portal. After that, you can focus on upgrading your ship, making it so you can bring 6 crew members. You also might want to spend some money on upgrading your hull integrity. I do not recommend going to the final couple of levels with a 3 out of 3 hull integrity. You will likely lose your ship. And once you lose your ship, the game is over. This is a roguelike. So losing your ship means everybody died. There is no way out. There are no transporters. So don't do it. Let me tell you, I've done it many times. All right. The game is Beyond the Chiron Gate. The developer's name is John Ayliff, and I talk about him quite a bit and follow him on Twitter. And of course, I have a full tutorial on the Prime Channel game, GAME. It is a channel for you to check out if you're looking for total tutorials. I think I've done about 18 videos on Beyond the Chiron Gate, and I've done about 5 to 6 videos here on Game Double Tap.
Civilization.
All right, let's find out what we can find on this planet.
Spacefaring. Civilization.
I think we've done that.
Leave orbit. Ellipses. Link.
Okay, I see. We've done everything on this planet.
Crew. Leave orbit.
Let's
ellipses.
leave orbit.
Link end. Adara is a binary system cellular. 4 of 4 guard. Visited. Image.
All right.
Extinct. Organic remains detected. Liquid detect. Oxygen, nitrogen at high gravity. Image.
Oh, let's check our fuel and stuff.
Visited. Image. Return. Minor planet. Trap. Gate. Adara gate. Trap. Crew. Image. 5/5. Fuel. Image. 82.
Oh, we have tons of fuel.
%. Hull integrity. Image. 3.
Our hull integrity is great.
/
Okay, we're totally good.
Visited. Image. Extinct. Organic. Liquid detect. Oxygen. High gravity. Temperate. Minder. Large. In orbit. Image. Travel. 5 fuel.
Okay, let's go to the next planet.
Period. The Voyager. Matches orbit with Adara 3741. A small. Hot. Rocky. Asteroid. It is. Land unusually dense. For a body of its size. What could be an artificial structure orbits the asteroid. The Voyager. S scanners have detected signs of life on this asteroid. Land. Landing. Would cost. Fuel. 0. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
All right, these are a lot. There's a lot of asteroids. It seems like there's no fuel cost to land, so that's really good. We can make evasive maneuvers and such. All right, let's. But the only bad thing is our hull integrity is only 3. We're looking to get a hull integrity upgrade. That's really important. We're also looking for xenologies. So xenology number 1, hull integrity number 2. Also, spacesuit upgrades would be very much wanted.
Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Artificial. Land unusually dense. Land. Link. Image. Land unusually dense. Link.
I wonder if we should do the space part later. Let's do the... I don't think we have a super awesome... We have a level 3 pilot. That's good. I prefer level 4 or 5. So let's do the land because we have a good engineer.
Land. Link. Image. Land unusually dense. Link.
Let's go there.
Stripped away. The Voyager touches down on Adara 3741. The planetoid shows signs of having melted under intense heat and resolidified. It seems that its orbit once took it very close to Adara Alpha, at which point all but the heaviest materials were stripped away. Hiljagin-Su is now level 4. Continue.
Woohoo! All right, we got a nice level 4. That's what I'm talking about. I love it.
At which point all but the heavy stripped away. Continue. Link end.
Good,
Main.
good.
Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Take off artificial structure. Link.
Let's get a nice little sound effect for Hilda getting to level 4. We usually use clapping for all level ups. Just seems to be what we use.
Take off. Link. Image. What could be in? Stripped away. Link not found. Take off artificial structure. Link.
All right, we're gonna have to deal with this takeoff structure. I just don't want to get any ship damage.
Take off. Link. Image. Take off artificial structure. Link. Take off. Link. Take off artificial structure.
All right, let's go for it.
The orbiting object proves to be a huge. The Voyager returns to orbit. The orbiting object proves to be a huge space-dwelling life form. Continue.
Okay, these space-dwelling life forms are usually quite annoying, and you get the screaming goat because our screaming goat mascot aboard our ship does not like the giant space life forms. They are quite annoying and they are very erratic and unpredictable.
Space-dwelling life form. Period. Continue. Link end. Main.
Okay, let's hope it doesn't...
Meat could easily be retrieved without harming the organism, but there is no way of knowing how the organism would react to the attempt. Here
Okay.
in the Adara system, a huge organism has found a way to survive in the void
All
of
right,
space.
we got to get a sample from this creature's body. This is the tricky part. I didn't bring a biologist, I don't think, and that's what's going to be really bad. What I should have brought was 1 biologist, 1 xenologist, 1 medic, 1 engineer, and 1 pilot. That's a really good suite of individuals. Planetary science is good too. But yeah, I didn't bring a biologist, which was probably my mistake. We will start bringing a full complement crew. Of course, if you have 6 crew members, you could bring everybody. That's the ideal world you want to live in.
The explorers try to retrieve a sample. Link.
How much is that percentage?
30%. Button.
Oh, 30%. No. We're not taking damage to the ship. It's not worth it.
The explorers log their findings and move on. Link end. Main.
Yeah, we're just going to log our findings and move on.
Crew. Image. The explorers log their findings and move on. Link
Sorry,
end. Main.
folks. We're not going to do it.
30%. The explorers log their findings and move on. Link end.
Let's just
Main.
be
Leave
careful.
orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. Duh.
Let's leave
Voyager.
orbit.
Has not. Link not found. Space-dwelling life form. Link. Link not
Oh,
found.
there's another
Leave
link.
orbit. Space-dwelling life form.
We can still
Link.
go look at it.
Then to a life form. Although with such advanced technology, the line between a machine and a life form is blurred.
Oh, good.
Close
We can
inspection of the creature's biochemistry reveals that it cannot have
inspect it a
evolved
little bit.
naturally, and its ancestors must have been created by an advanced civilization. In fact, it is closer to an elaborate, self-replicating machine than to a life form. Although with such advanced technology, the line between a machine and a life form is blurred. The explorers recognize the technology of the Nather. Continue.
All right, we're getting some really good stuff.
Continue. Link end.
Cool.
Main.
All right.
S systems. Link. Hiljagin-Su notices an energy surge from the star, Adara Beta, indicating the beginning of a powerful stellar flare. The current readings show only the leading edge of the radiation wave. Within hours, the Voyager will be bombarded with more radiation than its shielding can handle, putting both its systems and the explorers at risk. Engineer Olga Antonova braves the radiation to reinforce the shielding protecting the Voyager S systems. 75%. Medic Health Corps makes sure the explorers suffer no ill effects. 65%.
All these solutions are really bad. Let's hope Olga doesn't get injured.
Medic Health Corps makes sure the explorers 70 S systems. Link at risk. Link not found. Engineer Olga Antonova braves 75%. Engineer Olga Antonova braves the radiation to reinforce the shielding protecting the
Let's
Voyager
try
S systems.
this.
Link. Quickly and Success. Olga has ship's fabricator
Good
panels of
job.
temporary radiation shielding and performs an EVA to attach them to the hull to protect the most vulnerable ship systems. Her radiation monitor ticks up alarmingly, but she finishes quickly and takes shelter behind the Voyager's fuel tanks when the radiation hits. The improvised shielding is too unwieldy to stay on the ship during navigational maneuvers, but it has protected the critical systems from the flare. And Olga's radiation dose is within safe limits. Engineer Olga Antonova performs an EVA to examine the performance of the shielding in the aftermath of the radiation.
Oh.
55%. Continue.
Olga wants to do a little extra shield work. This is maybe worth it because this is another way to get shielding for your ship. Oh, 55% is really my best shot, but I think it's too soon. If she gets injured, her effectiveness goes down quite a bit, so we're going to pass on that. 55% isn't a great percentage.
Engineer Olga Antonova performs an EVA to examine the performance. 55%. Continue. Link end.
We're
Main.
going to just avoid it for now.
Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Maybe-
End. Main. The Voyager. has matched orbit with.
Maybe if Olga hits level 6, we might take a chance. I really prefer 65% or higher for that thing. I've done 55%. It's really, really not great.
Space belonging to a species. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Link not found. Link not found. Period. Leave orbit.
Let's go ahead and leave
Link
orbit.
Adara is a binary system Cellular. 4 of 4. Travel. 15. Adara Gate. Crew. Image. 5. Crew. Travel. Adara Gate. Gate. Image. Travel. Visited. Alien Life. Temperate. Adara 4000. Minor planet. Travel. 5 fuel. Visited. Image. Extinct. Organic remains detect. Liquid detected. Oxygen nitrogen atmosphere. High gravity. Image. Temperate. Image. Minder. Large terrestrial planet. Return. Visited. Alien interfere. Life detected. Pod. Image. Adara 3000. Minor planet. In orbit. Image.
All right, we have a few more planets left to go here.
Travel. 5 fuel. Link.
Let's go to the next planet.
Period.
We're doing okay.
Voyager. Matches orbit with Adara 7733. A medium-sized. Pod. Rocky. Asteroid. It is. Land unusually light. For a body of its size. What could be an artificial structure. Orbits the asteroid.
Another artificial
Voyager.
life form.
Scanners have detected signs of life on this asteroid. Landing. Would cost. Fuel. 0. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
All right, let's do the planet first, and then we'll do the orbit or the orbiting creature. I don't believe we have the levels to really interact with it.
Artificial structure. Link. Land unusually light.
Let's
Link.
go land.
Yamato Linden. The Voyager touches down on Adara 7733. The planetoid's rock has a foamy consistency with many tiny internal voids, similar to pumice. Yamato Linden realizes that it formed filled with bubbles of water ice or other volatiles, which gradually outgas gently enough to leave the planetoid riddled with voids. Continue.
All right,
Continue. Link.
we're
end.
doing good.
Medic. Link. Image. The Explorers. Radiation. Monitors. Begins. Bleeping urgently.
Here we go again.
Adara Beta. S periodic stellar flares is beginning. And soon. Adara 7733S. Surface will be flooded with dangerous radiation. Engineer. Olga Antonova builds a makeshift radiation shelter. 75%. Medic Health Corps administers anti-radiation drugs. 45%. The Explorers try to get back to the Voyager before the flare hits. 50%. The Explorers stop to study the flare before returning to the ship. 30%.
We'll take the high percentage.
Drag percent at. Before the flare hits. 45%. Medic health. Engineer Olga Antonova builds. 75. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a makeshift inside until their radiation trackers stop clicking and emerge unharmed into the radiation-washed landscape. Success. Olga assembles a survival tent and lines its interior with radiation shielding. The Explorers huddle inside until their radiation trackers stop clicking and
All
emerge
right.
unharmed into the radiation-washed landscape. Continue.
Good to have Olga. When Olga gets even stronger, it'll be at 80%.
Continue. Link end. Main.
Good.
Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Live. Take off artificial structure. Link. What could be an? Take off artificial structure. Link. Take off. Link. Artificial structure. Link. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Take off artificial structure. Link.
Let's go check out the artificial structure.
The orbiting object proves to be a huge. The Voyager returns to orbit. The orbiting object proves to be a huge space-dwelling life form. Continue.
All right.
Continue. Link end. Main. Need could easily be retrieved without harming the organism, but there is no way of knowing how the organism would react to the attempt. Here in the Adara system, a huge organism has found a way to survive in the void of space, an environment once thought utterly inimical to life. Part of its secret is a quasi-metallic hide that protects its innards from the vacuum and can even deflect small asteroids. If the Explorers could retrieve a sample of this hide, Chiron Base's engineers might be able to use it as a new layer of armor for the Voyager. The tiny sample, the Explorers, need could easily be retrieved without harming the organism, but there is no way of knowing how the organism would react to the attempt. The Explorers try to retrieve a sample. 30%. The
Again,
Explorers log their...
it's too low a percentage.
The Explorers try to retrieve a sample. The Explorers. Link. 30%. Button. The Explorers log their findings and move on. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. Asteroid.
Okay, let's see if we can. We're just gaining as much knowledge as possible. We can't tangle with this creature. Maybe the very last planet we can, when the injuries won't really matter.
Space-dwelling life form. Link.
Let's go check it
Enter
out
life
again.
form. Although with such advanced technology the line between a machine and a life form is blurred. Close inspection of the creature's biochemistry reveals that it cannot have evolved naturally, and its ancestors must have been created by an advanced civilization. In fact, it is closer to an elaborate, self-replicating machine than to a life form. Although with such advanced technology, the line between a machine and a life form is blurred. The explorers recognize the technology of the Nather. Continue.
Okay.
Continue. Link end. Main. Yamato Linden. Link. The navigational sensors alert the explorers to an object erratically moving in and out of a collision course with the Voyager. It is the immense space-dwelling life form that the explorers at first took to be a natural satellite of Adara 7733. A close-up view of such a creature could be informative, but it is much larger than the Voyager. And it looks like it could easily damage the ship without meaning to. Pilot Yamato Linden evades the creature. 2 fuel. 85%. The explorers wait for the creature to lose interest. 50%.
Let's just avoid it if we can, actively.
Pilot. Link. Image. 85%. Pilot. Link. Image. And it looks like it could easily. Pilot. Link.
Let's hope we
image.
can avoid it,
Continue.
please.
Link end. Main. Success. The
All
creature's means of
right.
propulsion is unclear, but whatever it is, it cannot provide as much acceleration as the Voyager S landing engine. Yamato easily puts some distance between the ship and the creature, which gives up the chase and returns to its normal orbit. Continue.
That's good.
Link not found. Between the ship and the continue. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager has matched orbit with Adara 7733. Hull integrity. Image. Percent. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Link not found. Crew. Leave orbit.
All right,
Ellipsis.
we're done with this
Link end.
planet.
Adara is a binary system consisting.
Let's see how many more planets we have to go here.
Screen recording in progress. 1. Cancel. Link end. Travel. Adara Gate. Gate. Travel. Visited. Alien. Life. Temperate. Adara 4. Minor. Travel. 10. Visited. Extinct. Organic. Liquid. Oxygen. Not. High gravity. Temperate. Minder. Large terrestrial. Travel. 5 few. Visited. Image. Alien interfere. Life detect. Hot. Image. Adara 3000. Minor planet. Image. Return. Link. Visited. Image. Alien interference. Life detected. Hot. Image. Adara 7000. Minor planet. In orbit. Image.
All right, we're in orbit and
Travel. 5 fuel. Link.
we have another planet here. Let's go.
30%. And main. The nebula that surrounds the Adara
Another
system provides a
30%
magnificent vista for the explorers. But the Voyager S interplanetary navigation sensors were engineered for a complete vacuum, and a dense region of gas causes them to malfunction. The density of the nebula also means it could be hiding any number of asteroids large enough to damage the Voyager. Pilot Yamato Linden navigates with imperfect sensors. 65%. Engineer Olga Antonova adjusts the sensors to compensate. 75%. The explorers change course to avoid the dense region of gas. 10 fuel. 70%. The explorers hope the Voyager doesn't hit anything. 30%.
We'll take the 75%.
Left paren. Link. Course to avoid the dense region of gas. Link. Change. Link. The explorers. Link. The explorers change course to Engineer Olga Antonova. 75%. Engineer Olga Antonova adjusts the sensors to
Olga
continue.
is a
Link.
superstar.
Success. Even a dense nebula
Olga
region is
is
thinner
a
than the planetary atmospheres that
superstar.
the Voyager is designed to enter while landing. By bringing the planetary atmosphere sensors online and adjusting them for deep space use, Olga is able to compensate for the malfunction and safely guide the ship. Continue.
Olga is doing a lot of work. It's really great to have a good engineer.
Link not found. Is able to continue. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager enters orbit of Adara. A small, very hot, rocky moon with high gravity. It has a somewhat land eccentric orbit and is surrounded by a ring of small bodies. Its surface is covered in what look like land impact craters. The Voyager S scanners have detected signs of life on this moon. Landing would cost fuel. 6. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
All right, we have an actual real planet that is actually going to cost us a little bit of fuel.
Land impact craters.
Let's
Link.
go check out these impact craters.
Health porn. The Voyager S engine strained to set the ship down safely under Adara S high gravity. Health porn determines that the craters are all geologically recent. Geological activity periodically resurfaces the moon, wiping any craters away. But these craters are the marks of a recent heavy bombardment that happened since the last resurfacing. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main. Medic. Link. Image. The explorers. Radiation. Monitors. Begins. Bleeping urgently. 1 of Adara Beta. S periodic stellar flares is beginning. And soon, Adara id. S. Surface will be flooded with dangerous radiation. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a makeshift radiation shelter. 75%. Medic Health Porn administers anti-radiation drugs. 45%. The explorers try to get back to the Voyager before the flare hits. 50%. The explorers stop to study the flare before returning to the ship. 30%.
Well, all these options are possible, but for the most part, you want to take the highest percentage. The 30% option is basically suicide, but I've made it work a few times. There are a few playlists I have where I'll take the riskiest chances, but they're usually not very effective, and you lose a lot of people.
To study the flare before return. Stop. Link. The explorers. Link. 50%. The explorers. 45. Medic Health Porn admin. 75. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a make. 75%.
Let's
Engineer
go for
Antonova
Olga
builds a makeshift
again.
Radiation shelter. Inside until their radiation trackers stop clicking and emerge unharmed into the radiation-washed landscape. Success. Olga assembles a survival tent and lines
Olga's
its interior with radiation
all-star.
shielding. The explorers huddle inside until their radiation trackers stop clicking and emerge unharmed into the radiation-washed landscape. Continue.
Olga's doing everything.
Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The period. Take off ring. Link. Eccentric. Link.
Let's check out the eccentric.
with it during the star system's formation, pushing it into its current eccentric orbit. Yamato Linden studies the Moon's composition and finds traces of a large planetoid that collided with it during the star system's formation, pushing it into its current eccentric orbit. Continue. Link end.
Okay.
Main. Olga Antonova. Link. On the way back to the Voyager. Gerhard Halls begins to lag behind the rest of the crew, and his breathing becomes labored. The Moon's high gravity is taking its toll, and he is suffering from exhaustion. Engineer Olga Antonova adjusts Gerhard's suit joints to let the suit take more of his weight. 75%. Medic Health Porn treats Gerhard with drugs that will reinforce his muscles. 45%. The other explorers drag Gerhard back to the Voyager. 50%. The explorers walk back to the Voyager. 30%.
We'll go to Olga.
Voyager. Back to the Link. 50%. The other explorer. 45. Medic Health Porn treats Gerhard. 75%. Engineer Olga Antonova adjusts. 75. Engineer Olga Antonova adjusts Gerhard's suit joints to let with a limited range of movement, but supports success. The explorers pause while Olga adjusts.
I can't
Gerhard,
believe Olga's
suit to
been
take
so
more of
successful.
his
It's
weight.
amazing.
The adjustments lead Gerhard with a limited range of movement, but supports him for long enough for the explorers to get back to the Voyager. Continue.
Amazing.
Continue. Link
Olga's
end.
doing
Main.
so much work.
The Voyager rests on the heavily cratered surface of Adarabid, a small, very hot, rocky moon with high gravity. Its eccentric orbit is the result of a takeoff ring. Link.
We have a takeoff ring left.
Geologically recently. Takeoff ring. Link. Of small bodies. Takeoff ring.
Let's just
Link.
do the takeoff ring and we're done.
Voyager. The Voyager S engine strained to lift the ship out of Adarabid. S deep gravity well. Adara. Id. S. Ring system is actually a swarm of space-dwelling life forms, each about the size of the Voyager. Continue.
Okay.
Continue. Link end. Main. Olga Antonova. Link. Adarabid. S magnetic field channels charged particles into radiation belts.
Wow, we're getting so
similar
much
to the Van Allen
activity.
belts surrounding Earth. The Van Allen belts have been thoroughly mapped, but the explorers do not know the exact shape of Adarabid S magnetic field, so they have no warning before the Voyager S orbit carries it into a region of intense radiation. Engineer Olga Antonova double checks the Voyager S radiation shielding. 75%. Pilot Yamato Linden changes course to stay out of the belt. 85%. The explorers trust the Voyager S radiation shielding. 50%.
In this case, we'll take our pilot, Yamato.
Double checks the link. 75%. But Pilot Yamato Linden changes course. 85%. Pilot Yamato Linden changes course to stay out of the belt. Continue. Link end. Main. Success.
All right,
Engine burst
Yamato.
uses the Voyager S orbit in a low radiation zone between two belts, and monitoring the radiation levels during the maneuver teaches the explorers a little more about the Moon S magnetic field. Comma. Continue.
Very good.
Link not found. Crew. Continue. Link end. Main. Moon. The Voyager is in orbit of Adarabid, a small, very hot, rocky moon with high gravity. Its eccentric orbit is the result of a massive collision with another body in the distant past. It suffered a heavy meteor bombardment geologically recently, which has its surface covered in impact craters. A swarm of space-dwelling life forms orbits the Moon. The Voyager S scanners have detected signs of life on this Moon. Leave orbit. Ellipses.
Let's go check out the moon. Looks like there's some life forms over there.
Leave orbit. Ellipses. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipses. Link. Cellular. 4.
Sorry, the screen is peaking, so you're hearing my status bar. It's just sometimes some apps will read your status bar.
Adara 4000. Minor planet. Travel. Visited. Life detected. Alien interference. Life detect. Return. Visited. Life detected. High gravity. Very hot. Adarabid. Small terrestrial. In orbit. Image. Travel. 1 fuel. Link.
Let's go to the moon.
For a body of its size, what could be in the Voyager matches orbit with Adarabid, a small, very hot, minor, rocky moon on a highly land eccentric orbit. It orbits very close to Adarabid. It is land unusually dense for a body of its size. What could be an artificial structure orbits the moon. The Voyager S scanners have detected signs of life on this moon. Landing would cost fuel 0. Leave orbit. Ellipses.
All right, let's just get this started.
Land unusually dense.
Let's
Link.
land first, get that out of the way.
Land unusually dense. Link. Cellular. 4 of 4 bars. Signal strength. Status bar item. The planetoid shows signs of having melted under intense heat and resolidified. It seems that its orbit once took it very close to Adara Alpha. At which point all but the heaviest materials were stripped away. Period. Continue. Link end.
All right.
Main. Health porn. Link. The explorers. Radiation. Monitors. Begins. Bleeping urgently. 1 of Adara Beta. S periodic stellar flares is beginning. And
Another stellar
Adara
flare.
S. Surface will be flooded with dangerous radiation. Engineer. Olga Antonova builds a makeshift radiation shelter. 75%. Medic Health Porn administers anti-radiation drugs. 45%. The explorers try to get back to the Voyager before the flare hits. 50%. The explorers stop to study the flare before returning to the ship. 30%.
All right, we'll just keep going with Olga.
Before the flare hits. Link.
Now, she's going to fail eventually, but we're doing really well.
Voyager. Link. 50%. Button. Voyager. To get back. Try. Link. The explorers. Link. The explorers try to get. Medic Health Porn administers Engineer Olga Antonova builds a 75. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a makeshift inside until their radiation trackers stop clicking and emerge unharmed into the radiation-washed landscape. Success. Olga assembles a survival tent and lines its interior
Very
with
good.
radiation shielding. The explorers huddle inside until their radiation trackers stop clicking and emerge unharmed into the radiation-washed landscape. Continue.
Good.
Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipses. Link. Planetary science. Image. Take off and leave orbit. Take off artificial structure. Eccentric orbit. Link. Link not
Let's
found.
check out
Take off
the
artificial structure. Link. Eccentric orbit. Link.
eccentric orbit.
Collided. Hiljin-Su studies the moon's composition and finds traces of a large planetoid that collided with it during the star system's formation, pushing it into its current eccentric orbit. Continue.
Good.
Continue.
No
Link
problems?
Main. The Voyager rests on the surface of Adara IA. A small. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Let's check out the
Main.
life form.
Link not found. Take off artificial structure. Link.
The artificial
Returns to
structure.
orbit. The Voyager returns to orbit. The orbiting object proves to be a huge space-dwelling life form. Continue.
Yeah, we don't like those.
Continue. Link end. Main. Period. Continue. Link end.
And let's
Main.
go examine
Link
it
could
up
easily be retrieved without
close.
harming the organism, but there is no way of knowing how the organism would react to the attempt. Here in the Adara system, a huge organism has found a way to survive in the void of space, an environment once thought utterly inimical to life. Part of its secret is a quasi-metallic hide that protects its innards from the vacuum and can even deflect small asteroids. If the explorers could retrieve a sample of this hide, Chiron Base's engineers might be able to use it as a new layer of armor for the Voyager. The tiny sample the explorers need could easily be retrieved without harming the organism, but there is no way of knowing how the organism would react to the attempt. The explorers try to retrieve a sample. 30%. The explorers log their findings and move on. The explorers try to retrieve a sample. The explorers. Link.
No, we're not going to do it. Just too risky.
30%. Button. The explorers log their crew. Image. The explorers log their findings and move on. Link end. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager has matched orbit with the space-dwelling life form. Link.
Let's go look at it one more time.
Close inspection of the creature's biochemistry reveals that it cannot have evolved naturally, and its ancestors must have been created by an advanced civilization. In fact, it is closer to an elaborate, self-replicating machine than to a life form. Although with such
Same
advanced
thing.
technology, the line between
Each
machine and
planet
life
has
form is
about
blurred.
the same thing.
Explorers recognize the technology of the Nathurf health porn is now level 4. Continue.
All right, health porn went up a level. Good job. Our medic is now level 4. That's good, which means he has a better chance of administrating anti-radiation drugs, a better chance of curing us from flus, better chance of dealing with alien viruses. So yeah, getting your medic to level 6 to me is safer, but I'll take level 4. I really want one really good medic for the final world. So this is all good leveling.
Link not found. Is now level. Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Health porn. Link. Olga Antonova notices an energy surge from the star.
We got another energy
indicating the
surge.
beginning of a powerful stellar flare. The current readings show only the leading edge of the radiation wave. Within hours, the Voyager will be bombarded with more radiation than its shielding can handle, putting both its systems and the explorers at risk. Engineer Olga Antonova braves the radiation to reinforce the shielding protecting the Voyager S systems. 75%. Medic health porn makes sure the explorers suffer no ill effects. 70%.
Ooh, health porn's really getting up there. See, just because of that level, the percentage of them being successful is quite decent. We'll stick with Olga. She's been a proven commodity.
Makes sure. Link. 75%. Button. Engineer Olga Antonova braves the radiation to reinforce the quickly and success. Olga.
Right.
Ship's fabricator print thick panels of temporary
Good job,
radiation
Olga.
shielding and performs an EVA to attach them to the hull to protect the most vulnerable ship systems. Her radiation monitor ticks up alarmingly, but she finishes quickly and takes shelter behind the Voyager S fuel tanks when the radiation hits. The improvised shielding is too unwieldy to stay on the ship during navigational maneuvers, but it has protected the critical systems from the flare. And Olga S radiation dose is within safe limits. Engineer Olga Antonova performs an EVA to examine the performance of the shielding in the aftermath of the radiation. 55%. Continue.
I think we're going to take a chance and see if we can get a little. We're going to take a 55% chance. This is going to be really risky.
Engineer Olga Antonova performs an EVA to
But
examine
we're
the performance
almost
of the shielding
done
in the
with
aftermath of the
the.
radiation. Link.
We're almost done with the system. It's worth it.
55%. Engineer Olga Antonova performs an EVA to examine the performance of the shielding in the aftermath
Here we
of the
go.
radiation. Link. Continue. Link end. Main. Success.
All
Once the flare is
right!
over, Olga
Yay!
spacewalks along the Voyager
Very
S-hull,
good,
taking readings and
Olga.
samples from the radiation-saturated shielding.
Awesome.
She makes preliminary notes about her findings, which should give Chiron Base's scientists a starting point to develop more resilient radiation shielding for the Voyager.
All
Advanced
right.
radiation shielding. The advanced radiation shielding upgrade can now be researched at Chiron Base.
We have now an opportunity to do that. That was worth it. It was 55%. Olga's really good at her job. It was worth taking a risk. So that was really good.
Link not found. Crew. Image. Continue. Link end. Main.
All right.
Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The space-dwelling life form. Link not found.
All right, we have to deal with the space-dwelling life form.
Belonging to space-dwelling life is an enormous moon. Link not found. Is an enormous space-dwelling life form.
Let's go check it out
Space-dwelling
again.
life form. Lone space-dwelling organism. Lone space-dwelling organism is an enormous moon. is an lone space-dwelling life form. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Period. Link not
And
found.
do we have anything else?
Nathard. Period. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Crew. Image.
Oh, wait, we're
Complementary.
done.
Leave orbit.
Let's leave
Ellipsis.
orbit.
Link end. Adara is a binary system consisting.
All right, how much more planets are left here in the system?
Cellular. 4 of 4. Tinatown. 3 of 3. Visited. Image. Travel. Visit. Or liquid. Oxygen. High temp. Min. Large. Travel. Visited. Alien interference. Life detected. Pod. Adara. Minor. Travel. Visited. Alien interference. Life detected. Pod. Adara Zep. Minor. Travel. 1. Visited. Life detect. High gravity. Very hot. Adara. Small terrestrial. Return. Visited. Alien interference. Life detect. Very hot. Adara IA. Minor planet. In orbit. Travel. 1. Moderate gravity. Very hot. Adara I. Large terrestrial. Travel. 5. Life detected. Very hot. Image.
We have 1, 2 planets.
Adara 8th. Minor planet. Minor planet. Stellar flares. Image. Adara Beta. Giant star. Image. Nebula. Image.
It looks like we have 2 planets left. So we might take a chance at getting a sample from that creature. It's maybe we'll get it.
Giant. Moderate gravity. Image.
Because we're just about done here.
Travel. In orbit. Image. Travel. 1 fuel.
Let's go to this other moon.
Deep beneath the surface. The Voyager enters orbit. Adara I. A large. Very hot. Rocky. Planet with moderate gravity. A layer of land salt covers its surface. Scans indicate unusually land regular structures deep beneath the surface. Landing would cost fuel. 4. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
All right, we got some structures underneath the surface.
Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Period. Land regular structures. Link. Land salt. Link. A layer of. Link not found. Land salt. Link. Land. Link. Image. Salt. Link. Land regular structures.
Let's check out those structures.
Period. The Voyager touches down on Adara I. At first, Adara I's structure seems too regular to be natural, but Hiljahin Su runs models of the planet's formation and finds that its temperature, composition, and density were such that it formed as a single immense crystal. Continue.
Good job.
Continue. Link.
Olga
Link.
again.
Health porn. Link. The Explorers. Radiation. Monitors. Begins. Bleeping urgently. 1 of Adara Beta. S periodic stellar flares is beginning. And soon. Adara.
Another stellar
Surface will be
flare.
flooded with dangerous radiation. Engineer. Olga Antonova builds a makeshift radiation shelter. 75%. Medic health porn administers at 30%.
Okay.
The Explorers stop to stop. 50%. The Explorer. 50%. Medic health
We'll
porn
take
administers
Olga.
at 75. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a 75%.
Let's go for
Engineer
Olga again.
Antonova builds a makeshift radiation inside until their radiation trackers stop clicking and emerge unharmed into the radiation-washed landscape. Success. Olga.
Good job,
survival
Olga.
tent and lines its interior with radiation shielding. The Explorers huddle inside until their radiation tracker. Continue. Link end.
Good
Main.
job.
Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. Period. Salt. Link. S landing gear is half buried in the link not
Let's
found.
go for the salt.
Salt. Link.
Let's try and find out what
Planet
that's all
spanning
about.
ocean. The salt covering. Adara I. S surface is all that remains of a planet spanning ocean that evaporated away. Continue.
Right?
Continue.
Might
Link
be
end.
some life there.
Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
No.
Link end. Has left the surface covered in salt. Link not found.
No, nothing, just salt.
Take off and leave orbit. Crew. Image. Take off and leave orbit. Crew. 5.
I don't think there's anything else to explore.
Crew. Image. Take off and leave orbit. Has left the surface covered. Evaporated. Link not found. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Let's go.
Link end. Adara is a binary
I think we
system
have
consisting of
one
cellular,
more planet
4 of 4
to go.
parts. Signal strength. Main. Travel. 25.
One
Link.
more planet to go.
Visited. Extinct. Or lit. Oxygen night. High. Temperate. Minder. Large. Travel. 10. Visited. Image. Light. Hot. Minor planet. Travel. 5 fuel. Visited. Image. Alien interference. Light. Hot. Image. Adara 7007. Minor planet. Image. Travel. 1 fuel. Link. Visited. Image. Life detected. Image. High gravity. Image. Very hot. Image. Adara. Small terrestrial planet. Image. Travel. 1 fuel. Visited. Image. Alien interference. Life detected. Very hot. Image. Adara IA. Minor planet. Return. Link. Visited. Image. Moderate gravity. Very hot. Image. Adara I. Large terrestrial planet. In orbit. Image.
All right, I think one more.
Travel. 5 fuel. Link.
Here we go. And
In the most
maybe
insulated part of the
it
ship,
has some
Link,
moons.
as the Voyager spirals inwards towards the orbit of Adara 8573. Its hull begins to glow under the radiation from the system's 2 stars. Warning lights flicker orange and then red as systems approach their heat tolerances. And the air in the habitat module becomes stuffy as the environmental systems struggle to keep the Explorers cool. The Explorers abort the journey and move the Voyager to a safer orbit. 10 fuel. 70%. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a heat shield to protect the Voyager. 95%.
Ooh,
the Explorer shelter in the most
Olga
insulated
with
part of the
that
ship. 50%.
95%. Very good. We'll take that 95% chance.
Voyager. Link. 70%. The Explorers abort the cool. Link not found. The Explorers abort the journey. 70%. Engineer Olga Antonova. 95%. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a heat
Okay,
shield
you
to
can
protect the
do
Voyager.
it, Olga.
Continue. Link end. Main. Failure. Olga.
Oh,
has the
no,
fabricator
we
extrude
failed.
hexagonal panels of ablative shielding material and stay swaps
We
to assemble
failed
these
at
into a heat shield large enough to protect the
95%?
Voyager. Some of the panels prove to be
Wow.
ablative, however, and disintegrate in her hands as she slots them into place, accidentally exposing her to the direct glare of the stars. She finishes the heat shield and makes it back to the airlock, but immediately collapses from heat stroke.
Wow.
Continue.
We failed at 95%, but Olga, you did a magnificent job.
Link not found. Period. Continue. Link
It
end.
happens.
Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. Duh. Period. Artificial structure. Link. For a body of its land unusually light.
Let's
Link.
check out the light
Adar
life.
8573. The Voyager touches down on Adar 8573. The planetoid's rock has a foamy consistency with many tiny internal voids, similar to pumice. Yamato Linden realizes that it formed filled with bubbles of water ice or other volatiles, which gradually outgas gently enough to leave the planetoid riddled with voids. Continue.
Okay.
Continue. Link end. Main. Medic. Link. Image. The Explorers. Radiation. Monitors. Begins. Bleeping urgently. 1 of. Adara Beta. S periodic stellar flares is beginning. And, soon. Adara. 8573S. Surface will be flooded with dangerous radiation. Engineer. Olga. Antonova. Engineer. Level. 5. Engineer. Injured. Injured. 1/3. Builds a makeshift radiation shelter. 65%. Medic Health Porn administers anti-radiation drugs. 50%. The Explorers try to get back to the Voyager before the flare hits. 50%. The
Wow.
Explorers stop to study the...
Olga's pretty badly hurt. She got injured twice on that thing. I don't know how that happened. She got only hit one time, but she sustained 2 injuries. Wow. I almost feel like it double clicked on me. It's not good. Well, we might get through.
Planetary science. The Explorers stop to study the 50%. The Explorers try to get back 50%. Medic Health Porn administers anti-radiation 65. Builds a makeshift radiation shelter. Link.
We'll try Olga one more time. Poor Olga is doing too much. It might be time to leave. With 2 injuries, it's just so risky that she could die here. Oh boy, this is really bad.
65%. Builds a makeshift radiation shelter. Link.
Let's hope she can do it.
Inside until their radiation trackers stop clicking and emerge unharmed into the radiation-washed landscape.
Woo, go
Success.
Olga.
Assembles a survival tent and lines its interior with radiation shielding. The Explorers huddle inside until their radiation trackers stop clicking and emerge unharmed into the radiation-washed landscape. Continue.
I think it's time to leave.
Continue. Link end. Main. The Voyager rests on the surface of asteroid. On this. Life. Take off artificial structure. Link. Eccentric orbit. Link.
Eccentric
Link not found.
orbit.
It was once eccentric orbit. Link.
Let's check out the eccentric orbit.
Interstellar rogue planet. The asteroid S composition does not match the rest of the system, suggesting that it is an interstellar rogue planet captured by the star's gravity. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main. The Voyager rests on the surface of Adar 8573. A small. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Let's see.
Link not found. Period. Asteroid. Take off artificial structure.
Let's check
Link.
out the artificial structures.
Returns to orbit. The Voyager returns to orbit. The orbiting object proves to be a huge space-dwelling life form. Continue.
All right.
Continue.
That's
Link end.
okay.
Main. Need could easily be retrieved without harming the organism, but there is no way of knowing how the organism would react to the attempt. Here in the Adara system, a huge organism has found a way to survive in the void
This
of
is
space,
where we
an
were
environment
going to
once
take
thought
a
utterly unable to
chance
life.
here.
Part of its secret is a quasi-metallic hide that protects its innards from the vacuum and can even deflect small asteroids. If the Explorers could retrieve a sample of this hide, Chiron Base's engineers might be able to use it as a new layer of armor for the Voyager. The tiny sample, the Explorers, need could easily be retrieved without harming the organism, but there is no way of knowing how the organism would react to the attempt. The Explorers try to retrieve a sample. 30%. The Explorers log their findings and move on.
All right, we're going to take a chance at this. If we lose any of these people, it's no point in continuing our run. These are too valuable, too hard to level up again, so we might restart. But I'm going to take a chance at this 30%. I know Olga's very badly injured. I don't know how she got injured twice, but it happens. Let's go for that 30%, and then if we fail, we're going home.
The Explorers try to retrieve a sample. 30%. The Explorers try to retrieve a sample. Continue. Link end. Main. Failure.
Oh.
Space walks over to the Leviathan with
Not
cutting tools and
this
a sample
time.
container, and begins to survey its hide for samples that could be removed without harming it. As soon as she touches the creature, however, it reacts startlingly quickly, rippling its skin and throwing Hell off into space. Hell S tether reels her back to the Voyager, unconscious and with several broken bones. Continue.
Very bad.
Link not found. Crew. Image. Continue. Link end.
Well,
Main.
that
Leave
didn't
orbit.
happen.
Ellipsis. Link end. Main. Space-dwelling life form. Link.
Let's just make sure we get as
Continue.
much
Link end.
knowledge as
Main.
we
Close
can.
inspection of the creature's biochemistry reveals that it cannot have evolved naturally, and its ancestors must have been created by an advanced civilization. In fact, it is closer to an elaborate, self-replicating machine than to a life form. Although with such advanced technology the line between the machine and the life form is blurred, the Explorers recognize the technology of the Nather. Continue.
Okay.
Link not found. Crew. Image. Continue. Link
Almost
end.
done
Main.
here.
Yamato Linden. Link. The navigational sensors alert the Explorers to an object erratically moving in and out of a collision
Another
course with
asteroid.
the Voyager. It is the immense space-dwelling life form that the Explorers at first took to be a natural satellite of Adar 8573. Evades the creature. Link.
Let's see. Evade.
85%.
Let's have him evade.
Evades the creature. Link.
Let's evade.
Continue. Link end. Main. Success. The
Yay.
creature's means of propulsion is unclear, but whatever it is, it cannot provide as much acceleration as the Voyager S landing engine. Yamato easily puts some distance between the ship and the creature. Link not found. Between the ship and the continue.
Let's
Link end.
continue.
Main. Period. The Voyager has matched orbit with Adar 8500 belonging to a species. Link not found. Link not found. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
We are done.
Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link.
think that is
Cellular. Chinatown.
all we
303.
can do.
Travel. 30. Link. Visited. Image. Extinct. Organic. Lit. Hot.
Double check.
Adara 3000. Pod. Image. High gravity. Small terrestrial. Travel. 5. Visited. Alien life detect. Adara IA. Minor planet. Travel. Visited. Moderate very hot. Large terrestrial. Return. Visited. Alien life detected. Very hot. Adara 8000. Minor planet. In orbit. Image. Stellar flares. Image.
That's it. We're done. Let's go home.
Cancel. Link end. Main. Travel. 30 fuel. Adara Gate. Travel. 30 fuel. Link.
Here we go. Let's
Leading
go.
back to the Sol system. The Voyager approaches the leading back to the gate.
Let's
Link.
get out of here.
Voyager. Olga Antonova stares out of the Voyager S forward window, mesmerized by the flickering lights of the wormhole. She looks deeper into the wormhole. 45%. She tears herself away.
Olga's already pretty badly injured, so she's going to be in the medic for a while, so we might as well let her take a chance in getting inspired. So she's not going to succeed here, but you never know. You got to take some risk.
She looks deeper into the wormhole. Link. S forward window. She looks deeper into the wormhole. 45%. She tears herself away. 40. She looks deeper into the wormhole.
Let's
Link.
have her look into the wormhole.
There are patterns out there, complex expressions of the alien physics of this place, beautiful in a way that no human being had experienced before the opening of the gate. Success. There are patterns out there,
Olga,
complex
you
expressions of the alien physics of this place,
superstar.
beautiful in a way that no human being had experienced before the opening of the gate. Olga feels on the brink of new vistas. Understanding. Continue.
Olga is now inspired. That gives her 5% extra. That's really great. She's injured, but she'll come back with inspiration, so that's great.
Continue. Link end.
We got
Main.
really lucky there.
Work on new technologies using the data that the Health Corps and Olga Antonova report to Chiron Base's hospital wing to deal with the consequences of the mission. Stanislaw Kozlowski, Song Ji-min, and Gauyan Gosian have fully recovered and are available for the next mission. The Voyager orbits within Chiron Base, a cluster of space habitats orbiting the
Okay,
asteroid.
so we got some of our steady crew back. We put some of our more experienced members in there to get some rest and stuff like that. So yeah, we took some risk. We definitely took some big risks, but it was 100% worth it. And so now we have some new technology. And I think we have just a few more minutes here. I have to go do something. I have to go get my laundry. So let's see if we can quickly see what R&D we have.
Memorial. Link. Chiron Gate. Link. Link not found. Memorial. Crew quarters. R&D lab. Link. Shipyard. The link not found. Chinatown. Cat T. Cellular. 404 bar. Top of screen. 95% battery power. Not charging. Advances in xenobiology could reveal. Done. Link end. Crew. Image. 3/5. Fuel. Image. 100%. Hull integrity. 3/3. Planetary science. Image. 265. Biology. Image. 102. Xenology. Image. 336.
All right, we have
Complementary.
enough, folks. This is amazing. We have enough to do our home world opening scanner. So now we could spend the rest of our xenology on some of the extra little bonuses.
Form controls. Links. Headings. System scanners. Heading. Gate scanners. Heading.
Let's go
level
get the gate
2.
scanner.
Planet detector. Image.
Not
Drive
that.
percent at. Explore image. S living quarter. Crew capacity. Heading. Gate drive. Heading level 2.
Gate drive, I think it
Shipyard.
is.
Heading level 1. Name.
Yeah.
The Voyager.
Let's get the last 300 expensive xenology.
Rest in the cradle of Chiron Base's zero
Excuse
gravity
me.
ship. The Chiron Gate can 6 more times
Okay.
before it collapsed. Gate drive. Heading. Gate origin homing. Image.
I think this is where we need to get that very expensive xenology technology.
Gate origin homing. Study of the installed. Gate nexus locator. Image.
Gate Nexus Locator purchased. That will be the title of this episode.
Gate nexus locator. A more complete understand. Xenology. Image. 300. Install. Button.
Let's go ahead and install
A more
that.
complete understanding of alien technology and psychology is required to locate the Gadabuilder's home system at the heart of the Gate network. Gate drive. Gate origin homing. Gate origin homing. Study of the subatomic resonance of artifacts from spacefaring civilizations could allow the Chiron project to open the gate directly to their systems of origin. Installed. Gate nexus locator. Gate nexus locator. A more complete understanding of alien technology and psychology is required to locate the Gadabuilder's home system at the heart of the Gate network. Installed. Crew capacity. Expanded crew quarters. Expanded crew quarters. Advances in material science would allow a larger ship to withstand the wormhole vortex. Adding space for an additional crew cabin. Installed. Miniaturized life support. Miniaturized life support. Study of alien cyanobacteria would allow the Voyager S life support system to be made both smaller and more efficient, allowing the ship to support an additional crew member. Installed. Living quarters redesign. Living quarters redesign. A complete redesign of the Voyager S living quarters, based on alien design principles, would allow the ship to support an additional crew member. Xenology. 50. Install. Ship systems. Adaptive aerodynamics. Adaptive aerodynamics.
Okay, we
Study
only
of alien
need. I think we can get one more crew member now that we actually have our main xenology done. I think we can do one more crew member.
Gate drive. Heading level 2. Crew capacity. Heading level. Expanded. Advances in. Installed. Miniaturized life. Miniaturized. Study of Voyager S life. Installed. Living quarters. A complete redesign of Voyager S living quarters. Xenology. 50. Install.
Now, we need a little bit more, and we will get, this is the first thing we're going to get with our new Xenology study stuff. So our points that we get in Xenology, we're going to use it to purchase more living quarters, which gives us more crew members. And remember, the more crew members, the more likely you have a better fleshed out boarding party, a better fleshed out exploratory group. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for us today. We're going to wrap it up because we're out of time. We'll come back. We'll do some more Beyond the Chiron Gate later this week. I was in a mood to get some of it in, and I wanted something really quick that we can do today for Game Double Tap. Thank you very much. You can find the description to Beyond the Chiron Gate below. Check it out. Purchase it. It's really a great game. I really love this game. And we're only having a little bit of trouble with the screen peak right now, but the titles are so much better. The developer even put some pauses so the game doesn't just read everything through rapid fire, because it could be a little frustrating when it does that. The developers did a lot of work trying to clean up all of the titles and menus and user interface, and I think they've done a great job with that. There's only a couple of tiny, minor quality of life changes that could make it a little bit better. The screen peak that lets you see your phone screen, if that could be removed, that would be great. And that's about it. More consistency in navigation, either all headings or all links, is interesting. I'm able to go back and forth between links and headings, but if there was a universal way to navigate quicker, that'd be awesome. More headings is always an awesome thing. In fact, you could put a heading for each area of research. So even the individual smaller areas can be turned into headings. That would make access to them and navigation to them much easier. Great things though, the RNG has been fixed, so that is great. So you're actually getting pretty good study at 75%. You're getting pretty good success, as you should, at 75%. So that's been fixed. I do recall that was a pretty shaky number in this game. I do believe that has been fixed. Another really nice thing is that the forever game that happens if you can beat the game is one of the nicest updates that was added by the developer. That is one of my favorite things. So once you beat the game, you can continue to explore and find new crew members. That's a great opportunity for you to practice with your skills. So that's another wonderful thing I like. The developer also fixed some of the extra crew member problems that were occurring in the game. So they actually put some work into some of the other just very minor bugs that were existing. So I think that's awesome. So that's going to wrap it up for us today, folks. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Michael. This is Game Double Tap, and we will come back for more action in possibly we'll maybe do a little work in Constellation, which is our very non-kind of verbal, very chill, relaxing VODs. Those are usually in the mornings or really late at night, usually when I'm pretty quiet and just a little calm, relaxing music. If you want to hear me do some easy grind, you can swing back and check out Relaxing VOD's coverage. It's called Constellation, which is a collection of my explorations into Beyond the Chiron Gate. But for everyone else, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you. Kindness to you, and we'll hear you next time. And until then, take care, bless you, and I'll hear you next time. Bye-bye.